Listen up, partners. This is Good, Bad, Ugly on World Improv Network.
Good evening, everyone. I am Alex.
My name is Asa.
And I'm Jim.
And we are your astute wind counselors to get you through the week with any daily grind issues you might be experiencing or any problems that you want resolved. So let's get right to it. Our first winner is Mark from Denver, Colorado, and he writes, Dear Win, 4 weeks into the NFL season, who do you guys think are going to win the Super Bowl and why?
Well, I just got to say it's going to be the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Why is that, Jimbo?
Well, I mean, if you just look at history, they've won it a lot. So I think that's going to keep happening. Yeah, they're going to put things together.
Okay. So you're thinking that they're going to go on a run here and just kind of take it to the house, huh?
Yeah, after Big Ben gets back, they'll just put up 40 on everybody, and that'll be the end of it.
Okay. Well, what do you think, Ace?
My vote is for the New England Patriots. I think this is America's year.
Well, yeah, and that is America's team, clearly. They've proven it again by winning so many times, Jim, that is America's team.
But
yeah, that's the
not
other
quite
thing.
as many times as the Pittsburgh Steelers.
But more times more recently.
True.
Well, yeah.
Matter of fact, Brady's got 5 Super Bowl wins, I think.
I have a friend, her name is Marie. She's an accountant, and we've gone over these numbers together.
Yeah, she's pretty smart. I mean, did she really? She calculated it out for you, didn't she? She said, based by week 13, right? They're only going to have 1 loss, and then in the playoffs, they're going to have an average margin of victory of 23 points, and therefore, every time that's happened, they win the Super Bowl.
Yeah, and I'm going to get back $700 this tax season.
And that's pretty cool.
Oh,
yeah.
So
hey, lucky you.
Yeah, well, do you want her card?
Yeah.
Yeah, man, she's pretty cool. I heard about her. Ace has been talking about her a lot.
She works for this really cool firm called.
Yeah.
Dang it!
Oh,
yeah, they aired it out here. Wow.
Yeah, I've heard of them. They're really good.
Very good. You know what? And her husband's pretty cool too. You know what her husband's doing? Something that's never been done before. He is actually going to give birth to a child in conjunction with his wife Marie, and
good for him.
He's planning on breastfeeding too. Be the first male ever to breastfeed.
Oh.
Yep.
Actually, I don't think that's true.
It's not true.
No, men can lactate if a child just suckles on your man teat.
Yeah.
After a certain period of time, you will begin to produce milk.
And it's Powerade or something, right?
No, it's milk. It's just like it's human milk.
Okay, I'd guess Powerade or something. Well, I'm going to give my answer here
Alex,
real quick.
Yeah, what do
I
you
was
think?
being serious.
Well,
That's a fact.
Cleveland Browns. This is a very serious answer. Cleveland Browns, and here's why. Because this is the Brown year, the year of the Brown, meaning the color, like the horoscope, like almost like the Chinese calendar. This is the year of the Brown, which definitely means that the Cleveland Browns are going to win the Super Bowl. And as you can tell so far by their performance, they're on their way. So, okay, well, let's go to our next winner. It's Gil from Chicago, Illinois, and he writes, Dear Win, what would you guys do if you found a dead girl next door? That's a pretty serious question.
I'll be honest. My first question is, why am I next door?
To a dead girl?
I mean, if I'm next door because I don't know my neighbors, and I found a dead girl, it would probably be because I went through some kind of blackout situation and was responsible for said dead girl. So I would probably.
So you would assume that you had done it?
Yeah.
You would just take responsibility for it?
Yep. Yeah, I would call an ambulance, and I would stay there until the police got there, and I would try to help them prove that I did it.
Oh, okay. And you try to piece together the last 6 hours that you were blacked out? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
Why?
Well, a crime has been committed, Asa.
Yeah, so let judgment fall upon, let the police do their detective work, I guess.
Right.
Are we as American citizens not responsible for helping law enforcement?
Yeah, that doesn't mean volunteering to go to prison for other people's crimes.
That's true.
Well, I don't know it's somebody else's crime.
Well,
It very well could be me.
All right, well, let them figure that out.
Well, Jimbo, if you do end up having to go to court for it, there's a guy named Terry Spangle. I think he's the husband of Marie, the guy who's giving birth to a child. He's a good lawyer. And after he gives his kid, gives birth to his child, he'd probably be free to take a case like this if you ever need him.
I'll keep that in mind.
Okay.
I would probably try to defend myself. I have
Smart.
a rage inside me, you
That's
guys.
smart, like
and,
Ted Bundy or something, right?
Yes, just like that.
Okay. Ace, what do you think? If you found a girl next door, what do you do?
I would.
Dead, that is.
Oh, right. I would start I'd get the chalk, start outlining stuff. And not just the body, but like lamps.
Oh, that's cool.
Books. Just so like everything, is designated. So if anything's out of place, like when the police show up,
that's cool.
I can be like, hey, there were books there 5 seconds ago. I outlined them in chalk. Like I know.
Mm-hmm. It's almost like a chalk version of Clue, the game Clue, and you can just give that information to the police.
Yes.
Okay. Well, I got the answer for you, winner. Gil, here's what I would do. If
Yeah.
I found a dead girl next door, it's very simple. You take that dead girl, then you take her down to Nordstrom's and put her in a display case for the newest fall fashion. Because then at least they can have a real human being versus these stupid mannequins that look so fake. I think that'd at least be a good use of somebody that's no longer around.
How long do you think she would last?
I don't know. I mean, those glass cases there, right? Like, for example, at the Cherry Creek Mall, staring out, they look like they're pretty airtight, which means it's almost like a mummy situation. It could be like King Tut, 3,500, 4,000 years.
Plus, those mannequins don't have much personality.
True. Unlike that lady probably did who died next door.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I hope that helps.
Unknown means about which we are not concerned.
But to a positive end, because they can now be fashion designers and fashion models for the first time ever.
Maybe they should make that a thing, like on your driver's license. Like you can say yes to being an organ donor or yes to being a mannequin.
That's cool.
I'll donate my body to fashion.
For sure. Especially like New York Fashion Week. I just want to be put on the runway, not even walk down it, just stand there as a logo for some designer. Okay. Well, Gil, I hope that answers your question and gives you some good suggestions. Now we have Tina from Cedar Rapids, Michigan, and she's our next winner. She says, Dear Win, my new puppy keeps eating all my 15-year-old cat's food. Any suggestions on how to solve this problem?
I would put chocolate in the cat food so that it will make your dog sick and that it will learn not to eat the cat food.
Better yet, make the dog blind so it can't even see the cat food. Because chocolate makes dogs blind, doesn't it?
Counterpoint, dogs see more by smell than by sight.
That makes total sense. See more by smell.
Like snakes.
Yeah.
Because they stick. That's how they smell. They smell with their taste buds.
By sticking their tongue out to the air.
Yeah.
Huh. Okay, so that's what you would do?
So,
man, I don't know.
Dogs are like the snakes of noses.
Yeah.
Or something like that.
And all dogs like chocolate.
And all dogs go to heaven.
They all go to heaven. Winner.
All dogs go to heaven too.
Part 2.
Also.
As well. Winner, here's what I would do. It sounds like that 15-year-old cat probably has some seniority and kind of a little bit of, shall we say, top dog position in the house. Otherwise, you wouldn't be asking this question like it's a problem that needs to be solved. I would take the dog outside. I would sit there and make it do Hail Marys every single time it eats the cat's food, at least 150 Hail Marys, and then give it a bone as a reward. Take it back inside, see if there's any change in results. If not, keep doing that process over and over and over again until the dog learns.
My suggestion is to dress up your puppy like a cat and just call it even.
Oh, that's brilliant. And then after enough of time seeing your cat and your dog looking like a cat, you're lying to yourself, so you actually believe that your dog is a cat at some point in time.
Bingo.
Oh, that's brilliant. See, Asa always has the best answers here, winner.
Psychology 101.
That's it. All right, let's go on to Sarah. Sarah's from Colorado Springs, and she writes, Dear Win, we're all the best haunted houses to visit this year in the Front Range for Halloween season. Haunted houses, huh? Okay. I would say right away, hands down, the best one is the Elkhorn Lodge in Estes Park, Colorado. There's room 7 in the Elkhorn Lodge, which is haunted. And the story behind this goes that there was a lady who was going to get married in the Elkhorn Lodge, which I think is the oldest lodge in the state of Colorado. And she was going to get married. And then the person that was going to marry her stood her up at the altar. She was so distraught by it that she killed herself. And she haunts that room that she was staying in prior to the marriage and was supposed to be staying until after the marriage. As a matter of fact, her wedding dress is still in a display case in the Elkhorn Lodge, which looks really weird because it's almost like a brown color after about 100 years of sitting there. But that's got to be the most haunted place in Colorado because I've sat in that room, and it's some weird stuff going on.
Well, maybe that's why she's haunting it, is because her wedding dress is still out there.
Yeah.
Maybe they should have
taken it to the dry cleaners.
Yeah.
Or put it on display in Nordstrom's, right, as a fashion from the 1800s.
There we go.
Yeah. So anyway, that's my suggestion there. And I think what we're going to do with that there, Sarah, after leaving it on such a fine note, we got one more little piece of inspiration to get you through the rest of the week, known as Horoscope Corner.
Love, fortune, status. Let us do your astrological chart. Horoscope Corner on World Improv Network.
Oh, hey there, Sagittarius. You know what?
What?
The horoscope for you is that you're going to be a Sagittarius.
Oh, man.
Unless you go to get on Twitter, follow at World Improv Net, send us suggestions, check us out on Facebook, the World Improv Network, like us over there. You can also check us out on YouTube, subscribe to the World Improv Network channel, and you can check us out right here on Mile High Sports Radio. Same time again next week, 8 p.m. on Sundays. Send us in some suggestions on Twitter, Facebook, wherever. And if you do those couple you can also check us out on iTunes, check out the podcast, the World Improv Network, leave a review, leave some stars. And if you do those things, you will not be a Sagittarius.
All right.
Thanks for listening to Win on Mile High Sports Radio. Don't forget to be a winner and interact with the cast by sending your suggestions or questions for each show segment throughout the week by hitting them up on Facebook at World Improv Network, on Twitter at World Improv Net, or by calling into the Mile High Sports Radio studio line on Sundays before or during the show. See you next week.
The sport of rock climbing is not your average physical activity. Since 1997, the wonderful folks at Rockin' and Jammin' have shared their unbridled passion for the sport they love with thousands of people from Colorado and around the world. Rockin' and Jammin' has been one of the best gyms for seasoned climbers for over 18 years, while also offering family fun for all ages, and boasting one of the largest recreational and competitive youth climbing programs in the state. With two ideal locations to choose from, Rockin' and Jammin' 1 in the North Denver metro area just off of Thornton Parkway on Washington Street near I-25, or Rockin' and Jammin' 2 in the South Denver metro area just off of Arapahoe on Fraser Street in Centennial. You can not only experience some of Colorado's best indoor rock climbing, but all passes and memberships include access to their fitness equipment and yoga classes as well. So if you're sick of your everyday gym workout, or want a physically and mentally rewarding activity like no other, come experience the art of rock climbing with the best, Colorado's legendary climbing gyms, Rockin' and Jammin'. And make sure to check them out online at climbthebest.com.